The debts provided for by the preceding article are those whose result is comprised in the conjectural note annexed to the present convention, and which, with the interest, cannot exceed the sum of 20 millions of francs. The claims comprised in the said note which fall within the exceptions of the following articles shall not be admitted to the benefit of this provision. Article 3. The principal and interests of the said debts shall be discharged by the United States by orders drawn by their minister plenipotentiary on their treasury. These orders shall be payable 60 days after the exchange of ratifications of the treaty and the convention signed this day, and after possession shall be given of Louisiana by the commissaries of France to those of the United States. Article 4. It is expressly agreed that the preceding articles shall comprehend no debts but such as are due to citizens of the United States who have been and are yet creditors of France for supplies for embargoes and prizes made at sea, in which the appeal has been properly lodged within the time mentioned in the said convention 8th Vendémiaire 9th year, the 30th of September, 1800. Article 5. The preceding articles shall apply only, first, to captures of which the Council of Prizes shall have ordered restitution, it being well understood that the claimant cannot have recourse to the United States otherwise than he might have had to the government of the French Republic, and only in case of insufficiency of the captors. Second, the debts mentioned in the said fifth article of the convention contracted before the 8th Vendémiaire and 9, the 30th of September, 1800, the payment of which has been heretofore claimed of the actual government of France, and for which the creditors have a right to the protection of the United States. The said fifth article does not comprehend prizes whose condemnation has been or shall be confirmed. It is the express intention of the contracting parties not to extend the benefit of the present convention to reclamations of American citizens who shall have established houses of commerce in France, England, or other countries than the United States in partnership with foreigners, and who by that reason and the nature of their commerce ought to be regarded as domiciliated in the places where such house exist. All agreements and bargains concerning merchandise, which shall not be the property of American citizens, are equally accepted from the benefit of the said conventions, saving however to such persons their claims in like manner as if this treaty had not been made. Article 6. And that the different questions which may arise under the preceding article may be fairly investigated. The ministers plenipotentiary of the United States shall name 3 persons who shall act from the present and provisionally, and who shall have full power to examine, without removing the documents, all the accounts of the different claims already liquidated by the bureaus established for this purpose by the French Republic, and to ascertain whether they belong to the classes designated by the present convention, and the principles established in it, or if they are not in one of its exceptions, and on their certificate, declaring that the debt is due to an American citizen, or his representative, and that it existed before the 8th Vendémiaire 9th year, the 30th of September, 1800, the debtor shall be entitled to an order on the Treasury of the United States, in the manner prescribed by the third article. Article 7. The same agents shall likewise have power, without removing the documents, to examine the claims which are prepared for verification, and to certify those which ought to be admitted by uniting the necessary qualifications, and not being comprised in the exceptions contained in the present convention. Article 8. The same agents shall likewise examine the claims which are not prepared for liquidation, and certify in writing those which in their judgment ought to be admitted to liquidation. Article 9. In proportion as the debts mentioned in these articles shall be admitted, they shall be discharged with interest at 6% by the Treasury of the United States. Article 10. And that no debt shall not have the qualifications above mentioned, and that no unjust or exorbitant demand may be admitted. The commercial agent of the United States at Paris, or such other agent as the minister plenipotentiary or the United States shall think proper to nominate, shall assist at the operations of the bureaus and cooperate in the examinations of the claims, and if this agent shall be of the opinion that any debt is not completely proved, or if he shall judge that it is not comprised in the principles of the fifth article above mentioned, and if notwithstanding his opinion the bureaus established by the French government should think that it ought to be liquidated, he shall transmit his observations to the board established by the United States, who, without removing documents, shall make a complete examination of the debt and vouchers which support it, and report the result to the minister of the United States. The minister of the United States shall transmit his observations in all such cases to the minister of the Treasury of the French Republic, on whose report the French government shall decide definitively in every case. The rejection of any claim shall have no other effect than to exempt the United States from the payment of it, the French government reserving to itself the right to decide definitively on such claims so far as it concerns itself. Article 11. Every necessary decision shall be made in the course of a year to commence from the exchange of ratifications, and no reclamation shall be admitted afterwards. Article 12. In case of claims for debts contracted by the government of France with citizens of the United States since the 8th Vendémiaire year 9th year / the 30th of September, 1800 not being comprised in this convention may be pursued, and the payment demanded in the same manner as if it had not been made. Article 13. The present convention shall be ratified in good and due form, and the ratifications shall be exchanged in 6 months from the date of the signature of the ministers plenipotentiary, or sooner, if possible. In faith of which, the respective ministers plenipotentiary have signed the above articles both in the French and English languages, declaring nevertheless that the present treaty has been originally agreed on and written in the French language, to which they have hereunto affixed their seals. Done at Paris, the 10th of Floreal, 11th year of the French Republic, the 30th of April 1803. Robert R. Livingston seal. James Monroe seal. Barbé Marbois seal.